back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is VaneSSuh. I am a corporate baddie by day. I am a nursing student. Oh my God, no. I am a nurse. I'm a nurse at night now. Like, I'm a nurse. Like, I'm not a student. Well, not yet, but I'm a nurse. Like, wait a minute. Oh, let me restart that. I'm a corporate baddie by day. I'm a nurse at night. I am a single mom, 365, 366, 25/8, 24/7, what have you. And life gets real on this channel. So, per my last update, I think we talked about the NCLEX, and I passed. It's really still surreal that I have nothing to do. When I say that, I mean I have no assignments to turn in. I really don't have to study. I passed my NCLEX. I am actually a licensed nurse. And I just took a few days just to celebrate myself. Like, you know, or just relax and actually just marinate in that, you know, because it's very surreal to me that I'm actually a nurse. I don't start in the ED for another few weeks, so I got some time. I took some time off of corporate job because I just needed a minute. I just wanted a minute to myself to really just embrace all of these accomplishments and just, you know, hit that mental reset. So I'm blessed to have done that. And now my family just came down to bring my son back. So my village had him for the summer and he's back. He's ready and excited to start 6th grade. Tomorrow is his birthday and school. So I got some surprises for him, but I'll show you guys first. For the setup, I'm still debating if I'm just gonna put balloons and the gift in his room while he's sleeping, or probably set up down here with the balloons and the cake and his gift. I don't know which one I'm gonna do yet. I was kind of on the fence only because I don't know. Imagine if I wake up in the middle of the night and I know, like, when I went to sleep there was no balloons or floating things in my room, and I wake up, because why not? I wake up in the middle of the night and you know sometimes you check your phone, or you just like, how many more minutes do I have to sleep, or hours, and you know, you just see shit floating. I would start tweaking out. Like, I would really start tweaking. I would really be surprised for real. So I don't want to scare him. So I'm really debating if maybe I should just, maybe like an hour before he wakes up, I'll put it in his room, or when he comes downstairs, he sees it. But I just want him to be very surprised, you know, when he gets it. So, I finally, don't judge me, I finally got him a PS5 because he hasn't been nagging me about it, but he has asked about it. And as you all know, it was sold out everywhere. And at some point in time, I just stopped looking for it. Like, I stopped. I was like, I don't care. And then my brother had texted me like, hey, the PS5 is in stock at such and such. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, you don't want it? And I was like, sure. And then I got it. It's so surreal because I'm telling you, I had the accessories. I'm talking about, I got the controller, I got the games, I got the headset, I got everything but the actual console. And then for the console to stay selling out, and like, I didn't feel like jumping through hoops to get it. Like, it was just exhausting. I put it on the back burner, and he's been cool on his PS4. So he wasn't complaining about it. He was cool, but you know, he's done good in school. So, and it's his birthday, so it's the only thing he asked me for. So I'm like, all right, I can come through for that. And let me just, oh, it's in stock. And I'm like, I don't have to stress about it. So I got that up. I got jury duty. Y'all ever got summoned for jury duty? I have jury duty, and I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I've always wanted to do it, and then I'm at a point in my life where I get it's my civic duty, but that's really inconvenient. At the time when I wanted to do it and volunteer as tribute, y'all wasn't taking me. Y'all didn't need me. And now, all of a sudden, y'all need me and I don't want to go. Because I know they pay, but it's minimum wage. Like, be for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, you have me miss a whole day of work. Granted, I still get paid at work for it. But still, it's the principle of the matter. Be for real. Be for real. But anyway, it's a new week for us. I finally go back to corporate job tomorrow. His birthday's tomorrow. And he starts school tomorrow. So everything is brand new, fresh. Like I said, my family was here and then they left. Their trip. But I do have to onboard for the hospital, and I'm gonna do that while I'm at corporate job. So say what you want. Say what you want. I'm onboarding for a new job at my current job because I'm holding down it both. So that's gonna be an interesting story or a journey to just show you guys that, you know, I got a day job and I got a night job. And I guess it's no different than what I've been doing, but I can show you better than I can tell you. When y'all ask me, like, as a single mom, how do you? And I literally say, just do it. I'm not kidding. Like, it's really just do it. Like, it just falls into place. You're going to create a system that you're not even realizing it. Like, I'm naturally an overthinker, so I probably thought about this process like 2,800 times. But sometimes that overthinking stresses me out, so I just do it. I just do it. And this is me showing you how I'm doing it, because I can show you better than I can tell you. Because if you didn't know me and I just told you, like, yeah, I work in corporate America by day, I work in the ED by night, and, you know, my son's in junior high school. He has football on Saturdays, basketball on Sundays, soccer's on Wednesdays, and that's it. And we're happy, and we're going. Also, I have a dog, you know, and it's like, y'all are looking at me like, when do you sleep? I sleep. I do. I promise y'all I do. But anyway, before he gets out the shower and hears me ranting, I will be back for the setup to see what I decided to actually do with that as far as his, I heard him, his gift. But I'll talk to you guys in a bit. So I decided to go with this setup because when I was playing around with it in his room, it really looks weird in the dark. And sometimes he does get up to go pee in the middle of the night. So I don't want him to be startled and think something's wrong. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just put it down here. It'll be all right. I could put like the little gifts and stuff in his room, but the bigger ones with the balloons, I'm going to just leave down here so he can see in the morning. And then the big balloon is here, the 2 balloons there, and then I hid the PS5 behind there. I didn't put wrapping paper on it. One, because, I have wrapping paper. He gonna open it anyway. Like, I didn't wrap this one. His other more personal gifts, intimate gifts, I wrapped those. But this is what it looks like so far. So hopefully in the morning, he is surprised, he is happy, and we are ready to go.
What? What, a PS5? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Excited. It's kind of weird filling out your onboarding at your current job, but you know, it is what it is. It's very surreal to me. Very surreal. But the process has been very easy so far, and I'm thankful for that. I have orientation the end of September, so I still got some time to play with. Final lap of being outside, getting my affairs and mom duties and orders, coming back and climatizing is what I'm kind of focused on in the month of September. So that's gonna be a little challenging, but as you know, we'll work it out. But yeah, I'm gonna finish filling out my onboarding. All right, so I'm back home, and I know I said I was going to do onboarding at work. I did. The only thing I didn't do was my W-4, with good reason. I do need my tax returns, and I wanted to dive deeper into the W-4 because I'll be working 2 jobs, and which means I'm about to be taxed out the ass, and I want the most money in my checks because of that. So I had to do some research online, irs.gov, even TikTok, and I had to figure out how I personally wanted my W-4 to look. That way, come tax time, either I'm breaking even or I'm getting no more than $2,000-$3,000 back. When I tell you I want the most in my check, I want the most in my check. I do not want to have a big tax return. I'm working too hard, okay? There's no shade for wanting a tax return. That's all y'all. I've had tax returns. Excuse me. I've had tax returns, but at this point in the game, I want more money in my check. When it comes to bonus time, I want that more in my check, you know? So I had to figure out how I'm going to play with my W-4. So for the most part, well, before I say anything, this is not legal advice. I am not a tax preparer. I do not work for the IRS. Don't quote me. Do your own research. This works for me and my situation. And personally, on TikTok, shout out to Jennifer on TikTok, she actually gave like scenarios out of the ass. Like, I'm talking about if you're married, divorced, if you're single, head of household, married, filing jointly, you have one dependent, a dog, a cat. Like, she gave every which way, every scenario. She took the W-4 form, she broke it down, and she filled it out with you. Like, talk to me like I'm 5. She did that. And I appreciate that so much, and it's because of her why I'm changing my W-4. So with that being said, this is what I just did to my W-4. So for day job, corporate baddie, that's where I make the most bucks because I'm still baby nurse. I haven't gone into the field. We're not matching right now, which is why I'm working 2 jobs, because until, you know what, I'm not even gonna say until we match, because until the Lord see fit, I'm telling you, it's just gonna happen like this. But anyway, so I changed corporate baddie W-4 because I make the most. So with that, I filed, when I onboarded to that job, I filed single, no deductions, nothing. So I had a bigger tax return at the end of the tax year. Now it is, August, September. I changed the head of household, and I put in my child deductions, my dependent deductions in there. So it's a certain number amount it calculates that for you. I think it's, $2,000 per child, and you write out how much it is. The $2,000 is there. That's done in there. I also check the box that's saying, hey, I work 2 jobs or more. And then I think that's the end of the form you have to do. So basically, I changed corporate baddie's job to head of household, put my deductions in, and gave them back. I did an extra withholding of, I think, $120. Little cushion. I got that number because there's a chart that says, okay, well, you work 2 jobs. So since this is the highest paying job, how much do you expect to make from job number 2, which is night job? So nurse-bae job, I'm just starting. I did a ballpark estimate. I put that number in. It has a chart. You figure out the number and it's a chart. You follow the chart, bam, you get a number. And they suggested that I put 120 extra withholding. Cool. Did that. That W-4 is done. So I'm doing this W-4 for nurse-bae job. And nurse-bae W-4, I still put head of household. And I didn't put any deductions. So it's just head of household, no deductions, and I had a second job. That's all I did with that. Because with your second job, you're not supposed to put what you put on the first one. Otherwise, you will be in some shit at the end of tax season. You will be in some shit. So don't do that. And that's just how I filled out the W-4. Now, I did it before my next upcoming paycheck. So I should be able to see it. It should post after this week. I want to say Monday, Tuesday time frame. It should post at least where I should be able to view what my upcoming paycheck is going to look like. And that will determine if I did it right. Because obviously more money would be in my paycheck. So that's what I did there. And then I did the W-4 for nurse-bae job. I haven't started it, so I don't know how that's gonna work out, but we'll see. We will adjust accordingly. But because it's starting, I start at the end of September. It's the end of the year, so there's not much that is coming out from that year. So it is what it is. Kind of got lucky in a way, but cool. So moving forward from adulting, I also got invited to apply to the LPN RN Bridge program. I cannot talk today. And I did. I filled out most of the application. However, the only thing that I'm missing was the employment verification from my job, which I haven't started working yet, so obviously I can't submit it. But it's not due until January 15th, and I'll have it submitted way before then anyway. We have some time. It's pre-filled out. It's ready to go. All I have to do is get the employment verification from my hospital and upload it, and we're good. It's sent. So I guess round 2 is coming. So stick around for that. Also, while we're in the planning phases of what we want to do with our life, as you guys know, I write things down. So just wanted to share with y'all what I plan on doing. I told you guys that the highest that I personally think I'm going to go is my BSN, only because the goals that I have behind it don't necessarily require me to be an MP unless I'm trying to do something, open up a practice my own or not work under anybody. And I don't know what the cards hold. I don't know if I'm going to do all that. I'm just going to say I don't know. But for right now, BSN is my target goal. So with that being said, I already started looking at where we getting our RN to BSN? Who's the cheapest? Because you know I'm not playing these games, okay? Like, I don't have all this money set aside to be given to these schools. Look, if it was up to me, my spoiled ass will be heading to Chamberlain, okay? Chamberlain, I'm not even a student at Chamberlain, and I'd be like, I want to go to Chamberlain. However, I do not have Chamberlain money. I do not have Chamberlain loans. I'm not trying to have Chamberlain loans. And that is no shade to all y'all who go to Chamberlain. Like, no shade. I just, look, if there was a guarantee those loans would be forgiven, I would sign on that dotted line, I promise you. But because I don't know where this economy is going, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm going to stick to the route that's less conventional, but it works for me. It works fine for me. So, with that being said, the school that I'm thinking about doing my RN to BSN is NCA&T, because what I have found is, first of all, it's $3,800 RN to BSN. Now, some people was like, Capella is good. You could get it in 6 months and it's cheaper. I haven't looked at Capella. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't looked at Capella. I hear mixed reviews about Capella, and then somebody in the group, in this nursing group that I'm in, somebody bridged in Capella, and she finished in a month. What's supposed to be a 6 month to a year program, she finished in a month, because it's at your own pace. And I'm like, it's possible. It is possible. However, not saying Capella is one of those schools, but Capella is a strictly online school. So with Capella, for me, it bothers me only because my first bachelor's, it was with, as you guys know, I was in the military. So me actually going into class, sitting down for a degree wasn't happening. I got my bachelor's totally online. I put in all that work, and this was at the time where people used to talk crap about having an online degree. Oh, you didn't work hard for it, you didn't do this. Whole time we're doing way more work than in person. And my school was Kaplan University. Kaplan closed. Now, Kaplan is very reputable. Like, look how much resources Kaplan has. They have, you know what I'm saying? I said, but it came to a point in time where they closed. Well, they didn't. Did they close? They sold, whatever, rebrand. It's now Purdue University Global would be my school that I went to. So it's just one of those, like, it's still reputable, but it's still like there's a chance. I don't want to take any chances of anything being closed and all my hard work is down the drain, because who's to say? I still don't know. Like, the students who were enrolled in Kaplan, when it went over to Purdue, like, was it the same thing? Like, were they okay? Because what is that one of those schools, what is it, ITC Tech, down the damn drain? Like, this is behind my license. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is behind my license. So I got to do more research, but as of right now, it's looking like NCA&T, $3,800, and it's 3 semesters full time, fully remote, online. The application is twice a year, so from January 1st to July 15th, and then again from August 1st to November 1st. So you have your fall start and your spring start, and it's 3 semesters from wherever you starting at. So with that being said, for me, that's what it's looking like. I just need 2 more classes that I need to take, which I knew that already, which was statistics and chemistry. I'm good at chemistry. I'm not worried about chemistry. Statistics is about to put me in a chokehold and not release me, because I've taken statistics before. I took it in 2016 and I cried. I cried in the class. I cried during the class. I cried during the final. And I'm not gonna hold you. I think my professor literally felt bad for me, because she gave me a C minus, which on transcripts, I mean, that's not bad, but still, like, you know, like, I don't think C minuses are transferable. I think C's are transferable. So it wasn't a fail, but it was like, a girl, you gonna have to retake this. And you know what? I swore I never was, and here I am. So I'll be taking statistics in October. October. I'm starting back classes, but it's just one class. Statistics in the fall, and then in the spring chemistry, and then summer we getting right back into nursing school. I'm already claiming it. I didn't even get accepted yet. I'm already claiming it. So that's just how it's gonna go. We're gonna do nursing school, and then literally graduate in May. I plan to take my NCLEX in May. So our graduation is probably going to be mid-May. By end of May, I'm taking my NCLEX. By mid-June, my license should be posted to the board, and I'm applying for fall start. So immediately, as soon as I get that RN license, it's literally immediately we're going in. So that's how it's looking for me. It's literally nonstop. You know, I got a few journeys ahead of me, and that's my plan. Plans could always change, but again, that's my plan for now. I wrote it down, so this is what I'm doing. How I get there is how I get there. Sometimes, you know, you write steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it really be 4, 3, 3, 1, 2. Like, life be really lifing, but either way, it gets done. The job is done. So yeah, that's the update about school, what I plan on doing. Yeah, it sounds like a lot. I know, y'all. Don't be encouraged. Be encouraged, because y'all ask me all the time, how do you do it? And I'm telling you, I don't know. I just do it. And it literally, this is when it starts, when I write stuff down, what I want to do, how I want to do it. And again, sometimes it might not happen in the order that I wrote it in, but at the end of the day, everything gets checked off the list. Sometimes things get checked off simultaneously, and I don't even know. Like, I have probably 3 or 4 more notebooks like this that I can find right now that I wrote back in 2016. And looking back at those books just gives me like motivation, because it proved I did everything that I said I was going to do. I've accomplished it. So if I can do it as a single mom, you guys can do it. Okay? So all my mamas, single dads, hey, even if you got help, you ain't alone. Okay? You can do this. It is very much possible. I believe in you. If no one else believes in you, I believe in you. And I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, everybody who watches my channel believes in you, because it literally comes from strangers who support you the most. I will never stop saying that. Like, it literally comes from strangers who support you the most. They don't throw no shade, because it'd be strangers trying to figure out everything that you trying to figure out. Like, the village literally starts here. Not saying you can't have your personal village who don't support you 1,001%, but I'm telling you, stranger support is a different type of support. It's an unbiased support. And I'ma always mess with y'all because of that. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up, and I will talk to you guys later.